especially so when they give us a promo code, because every one of those purchases associated with that promo code says, hey, this is a direct result of your support of esports. So if you need a monitor, go buy one, use that BenQ promo code. That is
TESPA, $ 20.
So do that for that little discount. If you don't need a monitor, go buy one anyway, and you can send it to me. I'll find some way to make use of it, I promise.
Your birthday's coming up.
In about 11 months.
It was a shot in the dark. I just thought maybe, but you don't need it. It doesn't need to be your birthday to get you a monitor.
No, of course not.
Let's go ahead and introduce these players in the bottom left-hand location. Can he come back? He's currently down 1-0 in this best of 3. It's Empire viOLet.
Come on, guys.
Actually,
make some noise for viOLet.
Oh, that's... I'm so confused.
There we go.
Why is he blue on the... Wait.
Players got it backward.
I'm really confused.
Yeah. Oh wait, you need to turn off the allied colors. You see the little handshaky thing there?
Oh my God, I was so confused. No wonder they're not cheering. They're like, what the heck are you doing,
Easy.
Axel?
Easy.
Wait, I'm so confused right now. Is it fixed? There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can we redo that?
Welcome to the cast, Axel.
I know, man. Like, welcome to StarCraft 2. Okay, top right-hand location. Sorry about that. We have the Blue Zerg player, Empire viOLet.
There we go.
There we go.
He gets cheered for 3 times.
That was the most confusing moment of my life, I promise you. It's like, why are the colors like that? And in the bottom left-hand location, the red Terran player, Polt. And just to make sure everyone's on the same page, viOLet is up 1-0. He is your Blue Zerg player. Polt is down 1-0. Can he come back?
Yes, he is. He is down, and he's gonna have to. He's really gonna have to work hard to make something happen here. We see a little bit of drone harass coming from viOLet. But viOLet just showed a brilliant understanding of the matchup. And I was, I said I'm going to take viOLet to win it, but I still peg him as an underdog. Polt is a fantastic player, and has really been performing exceptionally at the recent events he's been participating in.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. On the same page, viOLet has not been too shabby either. He's been traveling everywhere and doing amazingly well.
Had a nice run in Hanover.
Yeah, and the World Championships. How did he did?
He was top 8, I think.
And then MLG, the Winter Arena, he did well there too. I think he got 4th.
That's right. He had a good run in the Winter Arena too.
So he's consistently up there. He's a very solid player.
And really, usually he only runs into trouble when he runs into guys that stand head and shoulders above the rest. Guys like MMA, MVP, Dongrigu, players like that.
This is a little interesting. viOLet's got in the gas, but Polt already has a command center on the ground. I'm not sure if viOLet knows about that.
Okay.
Of course, this early gas implies some sort of factory play or some sort of tech lab play, but the command center going down from Polt.
Well, Polt has not been mining this gas with 3 SCVs. And
right.
viOLet, I would wager...
Does he recognize that?
Recognizes this.
Yeah.
It would be very unlikely that he wouldn't recognize this. So he's saying, all right, you've got your gas, but you're not mining a ton of gas. I mean, the way Terran is played in today's metagame is you get this expansion. It's just the way the game works. So I don't think that viOLet is expecting any kind of wacky and crazy one-base build.
We'll have to see if he tries to cancel and run the drone away, but those 2 Marines, probably too good to let that happen.
Yeah, I mean, they're positioned in such a way that the drone, there is no escape.
There's no chance.
So he can cancel and rebuild as many times as he wants, but that drone is eventually going to die.
Oh my God. Polt putting down a 3rd command center.
Yep. Really good build on Cloud Kingdom because of how defensible this 3rd base is.
Yep.
Tanks on this high ground will actually cover the entire command center from Zergling aggression. So it's very difficult to attack into that 3rd as a Zerg player. In general, on Cloud Kingdom, it's very difficult to attack, period, because you're almost always attacking up a ramp into a fairly narrow space.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Also important to note about this map, there's a lot of counterattack opportunities. There's a lot of different attack paths here too. There's like, 3 ramps leading up to that main column, maybe 4, maybe even more than that. But it's basically an S throughout this map. So you have to be really cautious about those counterattacks on this map. And again, drop play can be very good, but again, there's not too much airspace behind these bases.
I think we might see some Roach Baneling from viOLet here. He's get that Roach Warren down. He's going to make a couple more drones. I wager that this is the last round of drones we'll see from him. Next up should be a round of Zerglings, which he'll use to keep these Hellions away. And then we'll see Roaches, and then we'll see the Baneling nest go down, and then he's just going to go for it. It's a build that viOLet likes a lot, and I really think that's what he's going to do.
It's interesting, he's putting the Roach Warren at the front of his natural expansion, as the Creep Tumor was canceled. And Polt did not see the Roach Warren, though it's right there. If he had edged up a little bit more, he would have been able to see it. That being said, I'm not sure how aggressive viOLet is going to be with this. I mean, why did he put the
well, now he's making drones again.
Yeah.
I still would not be at all surprised to see him drop a Baneling Nest when he leaves. Polt's got a Banshee coming, by the way. We kind of missed that while watching everything here at the front. He's gone up to Starport Tech. He loves these delayed Banshee plays, and I mean, there's no Evo chamber down, so well, it's not got cloak, and there's already 3 queens. So as long as viOLet reacts appropriately, he shouldn't take too much damage.
And of course, these Banshees should be fine in holding off this Roach aggression. If it even comes, viOLet could very well just use these Roaches to defend against Hellions. Again, droning plenty behind this, up 62 to 49 supply currently. Adding on gases at his natural expansion, adding on a 3rd base. So definitely looking to turn this into a macro game to a certain extent. Meanwhile, the Banshee is on the way from Polt. I'm not sure if viOLet has seen this. I don't think so. He has 1 Overlord over his opponent's natural expansion, but I looked at the vision. It did not see the Banshee fly by.
And just the 1 Banshee out, I'm a little surprised. Polt's making a 2nd Banshee. I'm surprised that he would reveal it right now because if he comes with 2 Banshees, he can kill a single queen. But it's very unlikely that he'll... I mean, 1 Banshee does kill 1 queen, but viOLet's not going to just allow his queen to die like that. So he'll bring 2 queens, certainly, as he already is doing.
I mean, perhaps he's just trying to invoke a reaction from viOLet, perhaps try to get him to put down a bunch of Spore Crawlers. Obviously not trying to end the game with this Banshee aggression. Some queens might get taken. I don't think he has enough energy.
Nope. That queen had 49 energy when her sister went down, and so
1 off.
Polt does manage to pick off a queen. That's a nice small victory for him. That's the queen that was spreading creep for viOLet, but as we can see, he's already got, well, he's got 1 active tumor. The others have been killed.
He's got 2. He's got 1 right next to his 3rd base, as well as the one near the watchtower. But yeah, the Banshee's still trying to do some damage here.
And now the 2nd Banshee is here, and all of a sudden these queens in a little bit of trouble. So viOLet has perhaps underprepared a little bit. He's got a 3rd queen that's going to pop out shortly.
Ooh, very low in health. 7 HP. And those Banshees are going to do a lot of damage to these drones. viOLet not reacting as optimally as he could have here. And they're just going to go straight into the main base, and there's no queens there.
Awesome job exploiting the positions. 1 queen does pop out and will kill a Banshee. And the other queen's frantically running back, hopefully in time to transfuse. Polt realizes that this harass is more or less over, so he's going to pull out. Back in Polt's main, he's making siege tanks and marines. I'm surprised that he hasn't floated over to that 3rd just yet. I suspect it'll happen pretty soon.
Just using it for mules now for his main base and his 3rd base or 2nd base.
Check out the income tab and look how well Polt has done at keeping viOLet's economy in check. It's 50 workers to 50 workers. It's great play by Polt. Just he hasn't done any sort of crazy aggression. It's just a little bit of harass, a few Hellions, a few Banshees, and he's kept himself ahead in terms of minerals per minute.
Yeah, and we have a lot of infestors on the way for viOLet, prioritizing that gas at his 3rd. Only 1 drone is mining minerals, or 2 drones, while 6 are mining that gas. So you kind of got to do that when you're going forward. These early infestors. Banshee still flying overhead, trying to take control of those watchtowers. Will be successful. And it's a little bit interesting. viOLet not going for that Spire play, even though the Banshees are on the field. You know that it could help, obviously. Banshees cannot shoot up.
You're exactly right. It almost surprises me that he's going to play Roach Infestor in the face of Banshee play. But with just a couple of Banshees out, really it just takes... well, you don't want to fungal a Banshee to death, but if you can catch one, it's almost always worth it. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. 3rd base is down now for Polt. viOLet sees it, which is important.
Yeah, and I'm wondering when he's going to take his 4th. Look at Polt's supply lead right now, 117 to 98 in favor of him. Never a good sign for a Zerg player, but keep in mind viOLet does have those potentially really cost-efficient infestors on the field. Of course, 1 infestor could potentially kill like 1 billion Marines throughout the course of a game, because that energy does come back. Enabling those infestors to be very cost efficient. Income tab shows viOLet's still trying to catch up in that regard. Polt 62 to 59.
Polt's doing a great job. This fast triple orbital play is just economically is awesome for Terran. I have a lot of trouble playing against it when I play ZVT, and especially on this map because it is so hard to attack on Cloud Kingdom. So Hellion's going to come up into this 3rd base. They're going to get a couple more drone kills, and this is just going to further complicate viOLet's economic situation. Good job splitting these drones up, though.
Yeah. Not losing as many as he could have.
Yeah, taking minimal losses.
If it was MrBitter splitting those drones, he would have lost
all of them. They would have all died. I wouldn't have split them at all. They would have stacked up and roasted in a single shot.
At that point, just leave him mining, MrBitter.
Yeah, seriously. I would have sent them all to the same gas, and the Hellions would have shot once, and everything dies. But one thing that is going very nice for viOLet is this super fast hive. Now, Polt did just scan, saw the hive, saw the building spire, so that's probably going to prompt some Viking production. But that's a nice, quick 13, 14-minute hive.
Might prompt a push if he just wants to not let that happen. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Siege mode is complete. Plenty of Marines on the field, working on +2/+2 for those Marines, so it could be a 2-2 Marine push. Might that happen?
Yeah, very possible. I mean, this is a scary army here out of Polt, but he's got to be very careful. It's tough to attack into Infestors, as everybody knows. I mean, this is true of all matchups, or all Zerg matchups, I should say. And you know, Polt, you know, last time he walked through a narrow choke, you know, he lost a lot of Marines to Banelings.
Yes.
You know, the same thing could happen with Infestors here on Cloud Kingdom.
That's true. Needs to be very proactive about scouting the Infestor count of his opponent, find out where they are, perhaps get a Ghost Academy down to deal some EMPs onto those. But we'll see. We'll see what he ends up doing. 7 Corruptors on the way. The Greater Spire is about halfway done, so Polt kind of losing that timing window unless he pushes out like right now, which is exactly what he's doing. Scanning that watchtower, making sure there's nothing there, advancing to the north side of the map here, probably going to try to lay siege onto this 4th.
Polt did scan the hive. I'm surprised that he hasn't produced any Vikings yet. He's just stuck with the medevac production. I guess he feels like if he stays mobile, he can win that way. That's what we saw him do to Stefano at Assembly. This 4th base almost certainly going to be canceled, though. Well, no, viOLet is going to come crashing into this. Ling's going to catch the tanks before they can all get sieged up. I don't know if I like that engagement that much. Tanks trying to focus down the Infestors. Oh, that bio does not want to clump up.
Yeah, Polt being very careful with these Marines. Nice split from that, making sure one Marine at a time is in the front as not to absorb a fungal from those Infestors. And might throw down a scan to deal with some creeps here, but just keeping those Marines spread out. Nice play there. And there's that scan. And the problem is 7 Broodlords are in production for viOLet.
Whoa, beautiful fungal there. Catches a lot of those Marines, and he's going to keep dancing forward. Ling's going to come out as well. A couple more fungals could really tangle things up right as these Broodlords finish. Polt drops a nice scan and is going to back up, but where are the fungals? Nah, I don't know, man. Like, viOLet lost a lot just to kill those siege tanks when he fought outside of his 4th base.
Oh!
There's a good fungal.
That was a great fungal from viOLet there.
And look I love the fact that he doesn't use another fungal. He sends the Lings in, and he knows he's going to go.
I like it. You know, Polt, I think he accomplished that goal with that push, taking out the 4th base of his opponent. Now he has to focus on getting those Vikings on the field, continuing his basic unit production.
Huge drop here. 4 medevacs full of Marines, and they're going to fly right over this Zergling. And does viOLet react to this? I don't see any movement on the minimap just yet. But now he is on the move. At the same time, Banshee picks off a drone trying to build a new expansion down at the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
And look at these Broodlords, completely uncovered. This
is no.
Okay, but viOLet sees this.
So he has 2 things to deal with here.
Yeah, he's got to deal with this push, and he's got to deal with this huge drop. This is a huge drop.
There's
this is
a lot
game-ending
of
drop. This is a doom drop.
He's just going to drop above that 4th. I guess might try to stim to the 3rd, but viOLet has 3 Infestors ready. The Broodlord's getting scanned here, but there are Infestors below them. So a very tense situation for both of these players.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a critical moment in the game. viOLet's done a great job of splitting up his army, and these Broods are going to catch this little force out in the open.
This is so cool. Polt is just abusing the lack of mobility of those Broodlords, just not engaging him, dropping at the natural expansion of viOLet and getting an attack into the...
But look at this! This entire Bioforce is not being watched, and a huge fungal's going to go down. This is a big win for viOLet, rather. Yeah. He's going to kill every one of the Marines, and I think he's going to kill every one of these medevacs, and that is awesome. At this point in the game, there is no more medevac production. Polt is wanting to build Vikings, and oh man, that hurts so bad. It's going to take away the ability of Polt to drop. This other force in the back of the natural does get cleaned up. I don't think it killed anything. Maybe the infestation pit. Yeah, I think the infestation pit went down.
He did kill that. It hasn't been rebuilt. It has not been rebuilt just yet.
But this is suddenly looking really nice for viOLet. Polt is securing a 4th and taking a 5th. Wow. I love the way that Polt just constantly expands. This is so good.
Yeah, I think Polt was just going for, again, a really cost-efficient trade there, but, you know, maybe it wasn't cost-efficient. All those Marines and Marauders, a lot of them dying for free. That drop in the natural expansion, I think, killed a lot of drones, but wasn't enough. 24 workers killed for Polt at the same time, though. viOLet marching across the map with all of these Broodlords.
There's no answer to this army. There's only a couple of Vikings out. There's a single Thor. I don't think Polt can deal with this Broodlord force.
I guess we'll see. Polt trying to spread out all of his units all across the map. And look at this, viOLet going into the 4th of Polt at the same time, sieging with the Broodlords. A lot of Corruptors in the air as well. And you're right, I don't think Polt has an answer to this.
Yeah, the Corruptors are going to make such short work of the Vikings, and viOLet just streaming in right now. And oh my God, is Polt going to go down 0-2? I mean, he's got a flanking force coming down from behind this, but the Infestors are still there with a lot of energy for fungal. Broodlords are just killing everything. Polt is going to lose his natural. There is no answer right now to these Broodlords, X.
Yeah, I mean, Violet has just been working this entire game, low economy, getting this composition on the field, not losing Broodlords throughout the game, not losing Corruptors, siphoning all of his gas into Infestors, Corruptors, and Broodlords, and this is what the result is. What beats this as Terran?
Well, he can't lose all of his medevacs. He's got to have some Vikings out, and he's got to be mobile. But when he lost everything, he is dropping right now up at the top of the map. He just picked off the third base of Violet, so a little bit of a trade unfolding. A lot of Vikings are out, but great Fungals going down on Marines and Vikings. The Corruptor count right now, 11 Corruptors out, and I think that's more Corruptors than Polt can answer for.
Yeah. I mean, Polt's just going for this base trade. All these Marines are very weak. 2 medevacs very weak as well, out of energy. 14 Lings on the way. That's not going to be enough to deal with these Marines.
No, it's definitely not. Violet is losing everything. Wow, this is so close. Polt is way down in supply, but economically he's in an okay position because he's mining in his third and he's mining in his fourth. And he's taking out everything, man. He's taking out absolutely everything. These are 3-3 Marines. They'll kill every one of these drones. Drones and Lings that are coming together. The medevac is going to get focused down by the Corruptor, and now it's drones against Marines. Crazy fight happening in the main base. Violet says, you know what? I can't win this fight. I'm going to back up.
Wow.
Look at all these Lings. Look at these Lings right here in the middle of the map. Wasted Zerglings that aren't. They could come back and they could clean this up. They really could. As it stands,
honestly,
eventually,
one Infestor could as well.
The Marines will eventually die to the Broodlings. I don't think that Polt can win a base race.
He can lift his units. He is Terran.
Finally, Violet does respond by bringing back these Zerglings, and they will eventually, I think, if he can time it with some Broodlings, yes, and he will. He'll come in right at the perfect moment. And he's going to surround and clean. Yes, he does. He cleans up every one of those Marines. So the base trade is now over. There's Broodlords all over the place. There's a single Viking out. This is like the most hero Viking of all time, but there's like 11 Corruptors coming for it. And with 10 drones and with no mining bases, I think Violet's going to do it.
I think Violet's going to do it. I think he has this game. Polt just has absolutely no answer building 6 Marines, 9 Marines at a time, I should say, and 1 Viking at a time. That's not going to be enough. Again.
Well, if he's able to produce, you never really know. The Broodlords are very strong, but Violet is spreading himself out right now. He's got to be so careful about this. If he allows himself to lose, a Broodlord here and a Broodlord there, before you know it, he's lost his fighting strength. It is 60 supply against 99, but critically there's just no. I mean, Violet is badly supply blocked. He's very low on money. I mean, when you're in these kind of positions, these weird, crazy base trade situations, it is so easy. Well, it's not easy, but Terran can surprise you.
Yeah,
Terran can really surprise you.
I feel like if Violet is just like super on top of his units,
he's gonna lose.
Keep those Infestors alive.
His Infestors are sticking with these Broodlords.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
That's so important.
That's what you have to do. At the same time, Marines going to the main base of Violet. I guess Polt is he's going to keep going for Violet's base. Just going to pour on the aggression with the Marines as long as he can keep something alive.
This is like a complete base trade. I can't remember the last time I saw a base trade in ZVT. It's not the most common of happenings. Violet, I mean, he's got a little bit of money. He's got 175 minerals and a few drones, so he could build some extractors around the map. Polt is trying so hard to rebuild enough infrastructure to get some production going, but he's badly supply blocked.
Oh yeah,
60 supply of 46, and he's not building any depots. Is a critical mistake that he's making right now.
I'm trying to. I guess if Polt can somehow bait the Corruptors forward with the floating building and then kill the Corruptors with his Marines, then Violet won't have anything that can shoot up.
Oh, Corruptors gonna catch these floating command centers. Marines really want to catch the Corruptors while they're
if they can, that'd be huge. But the Infestors are waiting below. So that's Violet is too good for that. He's not going to let that happen.
I think Violet has actually done this. He's going to kill the last orbital, and with that, Polt's going to just try to run around the map with these Marines.
He's trying to get Vikings
trade.
Out. But again, he's supply block.
He can't build anything. He's got no supply. He's got like 2 depots in the back of his natural, and that's just about it. Is there a command center floating somewhere?
There's a command center being built in the middle right-hand side of the map. But will Violet see that?
Yeah, there's no orbitals, so Violet can just burrow drones around the map, like next to extractors, or next to
Wait,
Vesping
where's Violet's last building? Where is it?
Oh no! What? What the hell? What just happened? Oh, Violet.
He was defeated.
Oh, viOLet, critical oversight.
Oh my gosh! What?
Oh my gosh. That is painful to
He had drones, right?
He had drones. He had
He had money.
He had 6 drones. He had 175 minerals.
Because I had a mental, like, I knew he was getting low on buildings. I'm like, wait, where's his last building? But he didn't build one. Oh my god. So Polt gonna even it up, and now it's 1-1.
Wow, that is what a mental blow that has to be for viOLet. Oh my god. Wow, Polt, really, man. Talk about balls, man. Guy just stuck around. He said, I can't win, I can't kill the army, but I can kill bases. And he just kept looking for openings. Critically, with all the hatcheries dead, viOLet was revealed.
Yeah.
So Polt knew. He looked around the map and he recognized, okay.
I think viOLet was a little surprised by the Marine count. I mean, I got to think that he's like, that in viOLet's mind, he's like, okay, there's those Marines in my main, that's all I have to worry about. Even though he has a hatchery or something, or a gas over here, he didn't think more Marines were coming or something. Oh. That's just, it happens to
viOLet
people.
Has got to be so tilted right now.
I've actually, like, that's happened a lot in games like Castle.
I mean, it's happened to me before.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, you forget that, this game ends when
it's really funny. Like, I've been in the situation where you're base racing with somebody and you say to yourself, okay, I just have to make sure to build extractors at these places when I'm out of buildings. And then you focus on something for just a second, and then you've lost all your buildings and you're dead. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, wow, I had an answer to this. I knew what was happening. Oh, viOLet. Ooh, that is...
Wow.
All right, so it's a test of his mental fortitude.
Yeah.
Now, to his credit, he has to feel like in some respects he has to feel like he won that game.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he can say, all right,
I got this.
Right. But at the same time, okay, last map, Belshire Beach. This is classically a very good Zerg map, and this is the